Should probably start playing that. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi everyone, I'm Paul, Mr. Cleveland Warren, living in the city of Cleveland, in the state of Cleveland, in the United States of Cleveland. Well, happy Earth Day to you. And it's also Vladimir Lenin's posthumous 151st birthday. Yes.
Which isn't something to celebrate. I mean, it's maybe just bring it up, the fact that it's happening, I suppose.
Yeah, so, that's what's happening.
But you made borscht.
Yeah.
Because it's his birthday. This is the weirdest thing.
Well, I made German food on the 20th.
Yeah, which is Hitler's birthday. I don't know why you celebrate these dead men who, were villains. No, I just make their food ironically, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you do.
Well, fine. Well, I'm sorry, but we can't get recreational pot yet, so.
But you still could have made stoner food. We could have just eaten Funyuns and
hot dog tater bake. I should have made that.
Fine, whatever. Just go on with the show.
Okay. Well, actually, we're doing 16 musicians or musical artists that are vegetarians or vegans, and these are my favorite bands that will not eat anything that moved, or with anything that
had a heartbeat, I guess would be the best way.
Yes, that had a heartbeat, or
that's everything you eat lived, basically, right?
So number 16, Moby. It's not the. I've listened to a couple of songs, but I just like the name Moby.
Because of the whale?
No. There's a musician called Moby who does not eat meat whatsoever.
Yeah, I understand that, but why do you like the name?
Yeah, because it's Moby.
Just because it sounds cool to you?
Yeah, it just sounds cool. He's like a sorbet just to clear the palate, whatever that means.
Yeah, if you don't even know what it means, he did that one good song with Gwen Stefani. And I like that song more so because of Gwen Stefani. He had another song that was okay.
So number 15, Madonna.
Best reference to Moby actually is an Eminem song, but I don't think I can repeat it.
Yeah, well, the real reason why Madonna's low on the list because it's
probably she even made the list.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I was listening to Weird Al. He's on this list too. But she was the one who actually did give Weird Al the suggestion for the parody.
Yeah, she said it to her publicist or something, and her publicist said it to his person or something.
Number 14, Bryan Adams. Yes, Mr. Summer of '69. Have you ever really loved a woman? Is a vegetarian.
I thought these were supposed to be good artists. They're artists that you like. That's right. Yeah. So of course some of them are going to suck.
Shut up.
All right.
Go to hell.
Bryan Adams, the 90s movie theme song Cranker Outer. Just cranked out 3 or 4 hits. There was a Robin Hood song. Didn't you have another one in there too?
Don Juan.
Yeah, that's right.
Was that the one with Johnny Depp?
No, that's Antonio Banderas.
Oh, okay. Why did I confuse him with Johnny Depp? I don't know.
I wouldn't consider it confusing, but I could see Johnny Depp playing Antonio Banderas as Zorro.
Yeah.
No. That's Johnny Depp was in. No, what was the one he was in? He was in The Masked Avenger. What's that one?
I don't know.
He plays the Indian guy in that, the Native American.
No, that's the Lone Ranger.
That's the Lone Ranger. Well, he plays the other guy. He doesn't even play the guy who looks like Zorro.
Right.
The Lone Ranger looks like Zorro.
Number 13, Cher. Cher the vegetarian.
I don't care.
Cher, I don't care. Underwear.
She sings in her underwear.
Okay, Cher, you're under arrest.
Sonny Bono.
Public indecency, man. Okay, number 12, Anthony Kiedis from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, so he's a vegetarian.
At least it's a band I kind of like.
And he probably eats Red Hot Chili Peppers in his.
He could. That's within his dietary restrictions,
right? And actually, from what I heard, it actually makes you lose weight.
It's what, being a vegetarian or eating Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, you poop out a lot because of the hot peppers.
I really like.
You bleed out of your butt. What do you like?
I like eating the spicy foods during the winter. Excuse you.
I had some spicy foods last night, so
I like eating it during the winter time because they say it warms you up in the summer, makes you sweat in the summer. So why not have it in the winter time?
Right, keep you warm in the winter too.
Number 11, Blink 182. The whole band actually, and they do it for health reasons.
Yeah, all three guys. They were doing that even back when they were young.
I don't know,
but they did eventually.
I think the drummer started first.
Travis Barker, right?
Yeah, because he had some
real good drummer.
Yeah, he had some health problems,
and all right, that makes sense with him. And he got the two other guys in the band to become vegetarians. All right.
Number 10, Lenny Kravitz.
See, this seems like a very California thing. A lot of the people that you've mentioned have already been. They were already in California. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blink 182, Lenny Kravitz. They're starting to get a very California trend here.
Kravitz was from New York.
Fine, so New York. I'm sorry.
Well, but but I wonder if he would try kosher vegetarian.
Yes, because he's half Jewish, right?
So number 9, Joan Jett. And then I was listening to, and again, Weird Al. I was listening to the parody "I Love." It's like, I wonder if there's actually a rice cream.
Right, yeah. She can't really eat Rocky Road then because it's made from cow's milk. Is she vegan or vegetarian?
I don't know, but probably vegetarian. But almond ice cream because
they make it from almond milk, right?
And Rocky Road ice cream has almonds in it, and some of them do. So that would kind of.
So she could eat the ice cream that Weird Al Yankovic sings about in the parody of rock and roll.
Right. I believe there is some.
I'm sure there is.
And comment below, and this is where we subscribe. Comments below on seeing if there is vegan ice cream or rice cream, or
right to the Warner Brothers Broadcasting Network. Here in the comments, and let us know if you've ever had almond flavored, or no, I'm sorry, Rocky Road flavored almond butter ice cream or almond milk based ice cream.
Or maybe baked potatoes.
Kind of like Sofu or Froyo, like yogurt, frozen yogurt made out of soy milk. Soy milk, they do that kind of crap.
Soy milk and potato milk now.
So potato milk.
Hit subscribe, get notified, and also there'll be on the blend is spicy. We'll make something vegetarian.
How do you even squeeze milk out of a potato? I don't even get that. All right, just go on with
potato bread. Number 8, meatloaf. Yeah, I don't know if he does it for health reasons because
just he's a big fat guy, right? The weirdest name for a musician who's a vegetarian is a
maybe he should change his name to Couscous.
South Park did that joke.
You should.
You need a big meaty name, a beefy name.
Maybe you should, since you're not eating meat anymore, why don't you go back to couscous? Here's me. Number 7,
my chocolate salty balls.
Number 7, Elvis Costello.
He's a vegetarian?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I almost don't care, but I really like his music.
Yeah, in some ways you kind of look like a heavy-set Elvis Costello.
It's not like he's a thin guy, so that's kind of a dick thing to say. Don't flick me off. You just called me fat, you fat jerk. You're fat too. You could have just said that you look like Elvis Costello. Just not, you kind of look like Elvis, not a fat Elvis Costello. That'd be like me saying you look like a fat version of a thin guy. Or any guy.
Shut up.
Whatever.
So, yeah, Elvis Costello.
All right. Thanks for saying I kind of look like Elvis Costello, though, I guess.
But, yeah, so...
I suppose that's a compliment.
Well, I did what Lorne Michaels did to him in...
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
Because
he played this different song.
Yes.
Radio.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of great songs. I do really like
Donovan. He probably was vegetarian in the 60s because...
Well, he has been the whole time. He died, though, didn't he? Oh, he's still alive?
I think so.
He's got to be old by now.
You weren't confusing him with the guy who produced the Meatloaf
No, I know who Donovan is. That's Mellow Yellow and all that nonsense.
Yes.
The hurdy-gurdy man. I know his catalog. I know who he is. And you know he's a vegetarian.
Yes.
You're not just, throwing crap at the wall, right?
You
just weren't sure if he was in the 60s or not.
Right.
But he's been a vegetarian.
Yes.
Okay.
And he did a lot. And I really like it. Sometimes.
Yeah, big hippie like him. Of course he's going to be a vegetarian.
Okay, number 5. Christine Hyde from the Pretenders.
That's a good group right there. And she's from around here, right?
Yeah, she's from Akron, same place that LeBron James is.
You know what I like? I like when people who have no idea how to say Akron say Akron. They'll say Akron. I've heard it in at least 2 or 3 YouTube videos.
Acorn.
Acorn,
really Ohio.
You know, LeBron James, he's from Akron, Ohio. And it's like, that's not the name of a place. That place doesn't exist. It's Akron. You have to even say the O like an I, because it's not Akron.
We are Devo.
Devo's from Akron, too. What, are they a bunch of vegetarians, too? Or is that, who knows? They're not on your list, apparently.
Yeah.
Chrissy Hine, though, the Pretenders.
Yes. And, so. And
she's kind of hot, too.
Yeah, and she actually. And she let Rush Limbaugh do her.
Yeah, use their song, even though they completely disagreed politically.
Mm-hmm, right. Well,
he did pay for that too, though.
Right. So,
I mean,
number 4, Neil Young. Well, Neil Young is another hippie, but this time this hippie's from Canada. Oh man, look at my
You're a lot like me.
I really like his music.
Yeah, that's what. This is an album that a lot of people don't know about with him. Is the one that he made for his autistic son. You remember that in the 80s? No. And it's because, I believe his son was autistic. It had to do with audio sensitivity and deficiencies and things like that.
Huh.
And so he came out with a whole album trying to just like figure out some music that his son would enjoy. Yeah, completely panned by critics. You have to check it out. You got to like search for it. But that's a pretty interesting review. I don't even think I saw that on YouTube. I don't remember.
The reason why Neil Young became vegetarian was because of his wife, Daryl Hannah.
Is he still married to her?
I think so.
That is insane.
And
Neil Young is married to Daryl Hannah.
Would she be known as Daryl Young or Daryl Hannah Young?
Oh, I was thinking of the guy on Saturday Night Live. That's Daryl Hammond, isn't it?
Daryl Hammond.
Oh, yeah. That would have been weirder. Actually, probably more believable, though.
Yeah, but number 3, Stevie Wonder.
He's a vegetarian, huh?
Uh-huh.
So you figure, like, since the other senses are hiding, you couldn't, like, fool him and be all like, ha, that was a steak you just took a bite out of, you know?
What?
Because he's blind.
Yeah, they're superstitious.
I don't think that has to do with superstition.
Okay.
It's more like I'm ignorant.
No, you're ignorant.
That's better. Well, Michael Jackson's not alive and he's not a vegetarian.
Well, he was a vegetarian, but...
wait, no, he wasn't a vegetarian.
Well, yeah, I don't know, but...
he liked eating little wieners.
Mm.
So, Stevie Wonder?
Okay. So, yeah, Stevie Wonder is number 3, and...
I said that wrong, though. I should have said Michael Jackson wasn't a vegetarian. He was constantly putting little wieners in his mouth. That's eating. Well, anyway. So, go ahead.
Number 2.
No, Stevie Wonder. Are you going to say anything else about Stevie Wonder?
He's a vegetarian. I don't know when he became one, but probably in the 2000s.
Oh, it was later on in life, huh?
So I think something like that. But he also practiced transcendental meditation, and he's a Baptist, too.
Interesting stuff.
Well, one of my favorite bands, even though they're not vegetarian, the bass player of the Moody Blues is Christian.
Well, that's a good thing, but that feels like a different list.
And you know, even though he's part of the Wesleyan Evangelicals, he's still a Christian. But number 2, Weird Al Yankovic.
I'm surprised he's not your number. Oh no, I know who your number 1 is then. All
yes, because
well, anyway, go on about Weird Al then.
You know, I was listening to today. I was listening to Weird Al songs, and I was going through chronologically, and one of them was My Bologna, and yes, Weird Al, there is vegan bologna. That'd be interesting. I'd like to buy him some.
Yeah, but with all of the episodes that he does about food, I mean, all of the songs that he does about food, you would think that I'm surprised to find out that he's not a vegetarian. Like even what's take what he does when he's in the movie. In the movie UHF, and he's eating a Twinkie Wiener sandwich. Was that a tofu dog?
He started in the 90s.
Yeah, I know. He still wasn't a
vegetarian. Now he uses tofu dogs and cheese. Like basically, the only 2 things he'll eat with cheese in it is Twinkie Wiener sandwiches and cheese pizzas.
He doesn't actually eat Twinkie Wiener sandwiches. That's just for a bit in a movie. Stuffs it in his mouth.
So I'm going to mention...
It's because he wasn't...
honorable mention or some dishonorable mentions like Morrissey. I can't stand it. He's like, eat your vegetables. If you're eating meat, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna make you eat your pudding made out of you.
Now though, and not so much just him, but what was that band he was in? Really sad crap. The Smiths, right? A lot of great mopey songs. It really fits that demeanor, and it rains there every day of the year. I mean, it's good music.
Right.
It's better than Madonna.
And Will.i.am, he's a vegetarian.
Yeah, screw him. He sucks. I miss the Black Eyed Peas before they had Fergie. That was a good group.
And the bass player from No Doubt.
Good band. I like No Doubt, but he just one guy in the group isn't worthy of making right. At least you got Blink 182. That's a whole band.
Yeah, I don't know if do you know any other vegetarian musicians?
Other vegetarian musicians,
right? Here's another one that he's from a band I like, but I can't stand the guy, Mike Love.
Right. But again, that's just one guy in a band, and I mean he's done some solo stuff. But since you can't stand them, these are musicians that you like. A top 16.
Yeah, and
your favorite musicians.
And then I mentioned before, I can't stand. Basically.
I mean, since I already know who your number one is, I'm not going to spoil that. And you pretty much listed everybody I could think of, and you surprised me with a few. There's probably nobody I can think of outside of that.
Paul McCartney.
There he is. There's your number one.
And there are like two stories about him. It's like him and Linda were having sheep and eating lamb, and
they were eating lamb. They weren't having sheep.
They were eating lamb, and then they see the sheep out there. It's like, this is what we're eating.
They make him sad because the sheep are so cute.
And then like in the mid 70s, like he's fishing, and it's like, I'm doing this.
Just because you can hear it doesn't mean you have to address it.
I'm doing this for pleasure. So, well, actually, George Harrison was the first to be a vegetarian.
The first Beatle. Hey, there's a guy who didn't make your list who's a vegetarian.
And all the Beatles were at one point were vegetarians. Ringo kind of is because of his diet. John Lennon for a while was vegetarian, but basically he ate Whoppers and corned beef.
Yeah, John Lennon was the type of guy who would just change whatever he felt like doing every single week.
Right.
And act like it was the most brilliant thing ever.
Let's see what I want to be. Should I
still
be a
like
Christian
them
right now, or should I be a Buddhist, or should I say I'm all popular with Jesus again? And then it's like, oh, come on, John, just.
Well, but you're talking about Paul.
Right.
So Paul McCartney, big old vegan guy, writes more songs in a day than most artists do in a lifetime.
Right. And to be truthful, if we knew somebody who worked at a meat factory or something.
Yeah.
And if I was working in the meat factory or stockyards, I'd probably boycott it altogether because of, first off, those places actually smell.
Yeah.
And second off, it'd be like, I don't want to take my work home. That would suck.
Well, and remember, even though you worked at a place, I've worked in grocery stores, and where like I'd be in with the butcher and stuff like that, and there's a smell to it. I won't deny that. It's certainly a particular dead animal smell. Yeah, but at the same time, though, steak's delicious.
Yeah,
man, is steak good? I could never eat pork again. I could even probably do without fish for sure, and maybe even chicken breast. Chicken's delicious. Chicken's great, but I couldn't turn down steak. Steak or cheeseburger? Nope. I could never be a vegetarian.
Well, I probably could.
You do it for like 6 weeks a year because of Lent or something, and then do meatless Mondays, so you last a full day.
And fish. I'm trying Fish Friday again because it's because I do fish on Fridays during Lent, but now I'm thinking about doing it again. But
you can't escape your Catholicism.
Well, I'm diet Catholic.
I know you are.
And I was also going to put this hat on Martin Luther.
Well, put a hat on Martin Luther. I don't
care.
Golf trip. Make sure it's cocked to the side a little, so just the hat, so you don't knock a bunch more shit over. There you go. Yeah. He wears it like C.C. Sabathia would wear his cap. So turn it down a little so it's in the shot. Why is Martin Luther wearing a bubblegum shrimp?
I don't know. Maybe he's sponsored bubblegum shrimp.
That's the weirdest damn thing.
I don't know.
All right.
But Paul McCartney is the number one. It was actually his children who. It was his.
All right. We got the idea.
So Oh well. Well, actually, and Weird Al wanted a right like chicken pot pie because the thing is, and this came at the same time when Guns N' Roses covered "Live and Let Die," so I wouldn't have been surprised that Weird Al would have done it in the Guns N' Roses version rather than the Wings version because that was starting to become a hit. But Paul McCartney was like, "No, I think, I don't do sugar, and it's
even though you're a vegetarian, Weird Al wasn't a vegetarian at the time, right?
Well, he was actually.
He already was by then.
Yeah, so I'll get some tape for that.
It doesn't matter.
So, but chicken funny, tofu not funny.
I mean, Weird Al's not wrong. Chicken's a lot funnier than tofu.
Yeah, so that's it. But next week is Oscar week. I think it's either this weekend or next weekend. But I'm gonna go with for my movie one 16 movies that should have won Best Picture but didn't.
Oh, that's a fascinating one. Wait, did you do one like that already?
No.
Oh. So top 16 movies that should have won Best Picture but didn't.
Right. Yeah, like Citizen Kane.
Oh, I know what you did. You did the one where it was top 16 movies that won but shouldn't have. Didn't you do Crash? What was that one?
No, I didn't do Crash.
I swear we did an episode like that already.
No. Well, no, it was something else.
What was the other thing?
Well, no, it probably was movies that you could never make.
And never remake?
That can never be done in this day.
Whatever it was.
So
all right. So next week's in for the Oscars, you're gonna do one where it's the top 16 movies that should have won Best Film.
Right.
Okay.
Like Goodfellas. That's another one. The Singing in the Rain. That's one of them, and also one that did not get an Oscar, but that did not get nominated. But the Dark Knight. 2008, 2009. So I'm Paul, Mr. Cleveland, living in the city of Cleveland and state of Cleveland in the United States of Cleveland.